Imagine a watch that's not just a timekeeper, but an ultimate adventure companion. Designed to withstand the harshest elements, the highest peaks, and dive into the deepest depths. Well, Apple has turned that imagination into reality with the Ultra Watch 2. I'm going to dive in to all the new features, the new matte black color, which I got and I love, and compare it a little bit with the Ultra Watch 1 and find out if which watch is right for you. This latest powerhouse is redefining how digital watches work for you. From its stunning matte black finish to its extraordinary battery life to its cutting edge features, this watch is built for extremes. But is it right for you? But wait, there's more. Because we'll also explore the new sleek Apple Watch 10 that just was released that's much thinner, cleaner, and more for everyday life. Stick around to find out which watch is for you. So I had the Ultra Watch 1 and I really loved it. I'm a scuba diver, so I dive with it and do stuff like that. And the Ultra Watch 2 came out last year and I did a whole video on that, so you can check that out. But the matte black really got me and some of the new features and the deeper dives it can do. And the Ultra Watch 2 came out last year. I didn't go for it, but I did a video on it, so check that out. But the Ultra Watch 2 update that came out just a few months ago with the new matte black finish got me. Like all the new features and this new color, it's just amazing. I love it so much. It exudes sophistication and unparalleled durability. It's resistant to corrosion and scratches, which makes it the perfect pair for anything you're doing, even everyday life for me. The darker hue reduces glare. It's subtle, yet really thoughtful, because on those bright sunny days or even underwater, it's just a little bit more visible and better, just easier to see. But the beauty of the watch, of the Ultra 2, is just skin deep. Because under the hood, there is some unparalleled features that make this a beast among smartwatches. The brand new chip they put in here is unparalleled. The speed, the quickness, the smoothness, and also the extraordinary extension of the battery life, because it's processing and handling things so much better. And I love that you can change those faces out for different things. Like I use faces for every day. I use faces for when I'm underwater or when I'm out somewhere, then like traveling internationally, I need more clocks on there. So much customization here. So Apple claims that this new Ultra Watch 2 that just came out in 2024 will do 36 hours of battery life and 72 on low power mode. That's 3 days. For comparison, the new Apple Watch 10 only does 24 hours, which is still pretty impressive. And by 3 days, I mean on low power mode. 36 hours is almost 2 days. I charge mine every day, so I don't really have this problem, but I've never, well, only once or twice have I ever had this die in a single day. It usually is half full by the end of the day and doing great, and I never put it on low power mode. So let's dive into what makes this an Ultra watch and what makes it an Ultra 2. It's engineered for extreme sports, right? That's the whole point of it. Hikers, bikers, scuba divers, endurance athletes, swimmers, any extreme heats, extreme winter, extreme underwater pressure. Like you can go supposedly up to 100 feet deep, and it's pretty crazy. That's what it's built for. But I use it too for every day. Like I said, I just like a bigger watch. I like the weight of it. I like the look of it. And so it gives me both, right? I don't have to buy a separate thing for when I scuba dive or when I'm like in an extreme situation. So it boasts a 49 millimeter screen, the biggest screen yet, which I am so excited about. When that first Apple Watch came out, I didn't buy it because it was like little dinky, and I always bought big, nice watches. So I was really excited when they came out with the bigger watch, the 45, and now they're at 49, and hopefully there's rumors they're going to go bigger, which I'm really excited about, as they lessen those bezels and the screens get bigger. It's the largest and brightest of any Apple Watch to date. And you can tell it too, from the Ultra 1 to the Ultra 2, I'm going to call it 2A because last year was Ultra 2 in the C update, but I can see the difference in the clarity of the screen. At 3000 nits, it's incredibly easy to read even under the harshest sunlight. No more squinting and trying to like cover it to see it. It's visible and clear. So it's not just about the display, right? It's also Ultra 2 because it's rated WR100 water resistant and EN13319 certified. That doesn't really mean a lot to me, but some of you might be interested in that. But what it means is it's suitable for recreational scuba diving to 40 meters, which is about 131 feet. Now, I don't recommend personally going below like 80 feet with this. I've had some issues at 100 feet with my Ultra 1. I had to send it in and get it fixed because it broke and started panicking, just doing all kinds of weird stuff. And I've had other people online tell me that too. So, they say it's 40 feet. Maybe you have luck with that. Comment below if you do, but or 40 meters. But I would recommend not going more than 80 feet, maybe 100 feet, but not pushing that barrier. Because sometimes you can dip down at 130 feet. You might dip down to 140 really easily, and then you've got problems, right? And if you're international like I was, there's not really an easy way to get a new watch unless you just walk in an Apple store and buy one, because they don't swap them out with your Apple Care. They ship them off, so it could take a week to get it back. And now there's even depth apps that will help you measure your dives and everything a lot better. The data comes back to you. I've tried Oceanic. It's pretty decent, but they have built-in apps now that will work. So I'm can't wait to try that. I'm about to go on a dive in Dubai. I'm going to deep dive Dubai, and then I'm going to do a dive in Phuket, Thailand, and probably in Bali again. For divers, this is a game changer because you have a watch, right, that you can use every day. You've got cellular on it, so you get calls, text messages. You got all the functions of an Apple Watch, but you also get depth, time underwater, water temperature, all at a glance, because you can set up the face watch to give you all that data just like that. For hikers and trail runners, the best feature for you guys is the GPS. The system has a dual frequency for the best accuracy. It uses L1 and L5 GPS signals to give you precise location data, even in challenging environments. Never lose your way again, even in the most remote terrains. This is a safety feature too, guys. This is safety right here. Now let's talk about some of the fun and innovative features. Not that we haven't already. One of my favorite features is the action button here. It's customizable even more than ever. You can now you're gonna better use AI, you're gonna better use shortcuts and stuff. There's all kinds of things you can do. When it's in do not disturb mode, you can switch it to do something different than when it's active and focused. There's just a lot of stuff coming, and also to the phones as well. I just got the 16 Pro Max, so I'll be doing a video on that as well. You can quickly set it to activate a workout, drop a waypoint, do a deep dive or begin a dive, and then also do a siren. Maybe you go walking in places or jogging in places that are not safe, and you can just click it and it'll cause an alert. And it can also, once you use AI shortcuts, can trigger a 911 call or anything like that, or call a friend. There's so much cool features here for you. A lot of cool features. And the siren emits 86 decibels. That sound pattern can be heard up to 600 feet or 180 meters away. So it's great if you're injured or in need of trouble to really make sure that someone can hear you from a pretty good distance and come to you. So this is a little nugget that I find a lot of people don't know. Before I got the Ultra 1 even, I would see it on people and I'd ask them questions like, what do you think, what kind of band do you like? What kind of band is that? Things like that. And what I found, and what I still found today, is most people think you can only use the Ultra Watch bands that are sold with the Ultra Watch phone or watch with the Ultra. That was a lot of Ultra. But you can actually use any Apple Watch bands with the Ultra. And you can use the Ultra bands with your Apple 10 or your Apple 9 watch as well. They're interchangeable. They both use the same slide tracking system. They're both the same size as far as the track system goes. So I quite often will switch from my old Apple Watch bands that I had that I like, that are more comfortable or more stylish, and then I'll switch to something more like this for diving or more just relaxing environment. So I've got a lot of options here. Leather, I've got sports, I've got the more like threaded band kind of look, and then this more like plasticky, rubbery kind of feel that I really like. I mean, that's kind of the beauty of it, right? You want to switch the bands out, especially with this new black. It's got a beautiful new metal titanium band that's really cool. It's also waterproof, so you can dive with it, which is kind of slick. But then I use like brighter colors when I dive because I just like to use like white or orange. So it's just, it's fun to change them up a little bit for what the occasion is. So let's talk about how this amazing device can be more accessible to you. Because on here, we're all about affordable luxury. How can you do things that you want to do without breaking the bank, right? Even on Zacchaeus Travel, that's what we're always doing. We're trying to help you get to travel or buy things that for how to find deals and how to know if your hard-earned money is worth spending. So I want to tell you a little bit about this. You can get up to a $290 credit if you have the Ultra One for a trade-in. And I've looked at Facebook Marketplace and eBay and stuff. That's a really fair price. Sometimes it's not always the best. Like the phones, you can get more if you just sell it outright if you own it. But $290 brings this down to about $500, which is pretty good. That's about $37 or so interest-free cash payment basically over 12 months. So you get a nice watch for a really great price at that rate. Plus, if you use the Apple Card, you get 3% cash back on top of zero interest for 12 months. And maybe you're one of those persons that says, I love all the new features, but I just want something a little bit more sleeker, a little smaller maybe even. She tried this on because I thought she would want my Ultra One for diving, because she doesn't really wear Apple Watches a lot, and she was like, it's just too big for me. So maybe you want something slicker. The new Apple Watch 10 is thinner, and you can get the different sizes. You can get a small size, a bigger size. So that may be more appealing to you if you don't do any extreme sports, or you already have a dive computer and you don't really need that feature. The cool thing is too, is I can swim with this, not just dive with it. Like if I want to go get in the pool, I still have access to my watch, my phone, my text messages, everything right there. And I took my phone in the pool one time and it blew up. It burned out because even though it's supposed to be waterproof, it had a leak or something. So don't do that anymore. And I actually got these cool new swim shorts that have a waterproof pocket in them. So that's really slick. So it seals up with a really strong magnet, so you can pop it in there. And so I've done that, and it's worked really great. I wouldn't dive with that, but just swimming, like if you're at the beach and you don't want to leave your phone in the sun or out where somebody can get it, it's a good option. I'll try to put a link to that below. I found it online somewhere, so I'll have to find it. But they're very comfortable, and they dry super fast. That's what I was really looking for, because a lot of times I'm traveling, like I'm going to be in Dubai for 2 days, and I want to go get in the pool. I want to go do deep dive Dubai and scuba dive and swim and stuff, but I need to better pack in my suitcase and go fly and not have it all wet or get my other clothes wet. So it dries super, super fast. That's just a little extra bonus for you guys. See, that's what you get when you come to Zacchaeus. Hit the subscribe button, become part of the Zacchaeus family. You'll get notified first when I put up videos like this. Hope you're enjoying this content. I love you guys for watching. So let's see. There's also a cool new sleep function that's coming with the Ultra 2 and the Watch 10, Apple Watch 10. So if you're really big on that, like monitoring your sleep patterns and stuff, that's a new thing that's coming. And there's a whole new Watch OS coming. I'll do a whole video on that as well. So really it comes down to this. With the Apple Watch 10, you get a 41 millimeter or 45 millimeter. With the Ultra 2, you get a 49. So you're getting 4 more millimeters in size. So if you're a guy and you like a big watch, or you're an extreme sport person and you need that feature, that's one thing that you should consider. The next one is the battery life. 72 hours in a low energy mode and 36 in a high energy mode versus 24 hours in the regular Apple Watch 10 is a pretty big gap, pretty big difference that might interest you. So the next one is, are you an extreme sports person, or do you just like the look, and do you want a more slick look, or do you really need the features? And the price tag on this one is $799 starting price on it. It can go up based on the band you pick, but $799 versus $499 for the Apple Watch 10 series. So you have about a $300 gap there. But again, if you already have an Ultra 1 or an Ultra 2 and you want to get the new one, you'll get up to $209 credit to bring that back down. And remember, Apple offers a lot of different finance options that are 0% interest. So you're not paying extra money for it by financing it, and that can actually allow you to keep your money in your savings, your emergency funds, your investments, and just pay it out over time. I'm not a debt person. I prefer not to be in debt, and I encourage people to stay out of debt on Spend Power and all my other channels as well. But this is 0%. So you can spread it out and take that blow a little bit softer. I always do that with my Apple devices mostly, and it just makes things a little easier. Plus, if you use the Apple Card, you're actually making money because you get the 3% cash back. So what will it be? What is your choice? Are you going to do the rugged Ultra 2? You're going to do the new sleek Apple Watch 10? Comment below. I want to hear from you. I want to hear why. If you have any questions or concerns that I haven't answered in this video, please hit me up. I'll be happy to answer those for you down below. I'll also put links down below. Not affiliated to Apple in any way, but if you want to look at it, you can also buy it on Amazon as well. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I love seeing your beautiful faces, and thank you so much for watching another Zackus video. I'll catch you in the next Zackus video. Hopefully, I'll see you there. Peace. Hey, check out this video. YouTube thinks you will love this, and I appreciate you watching my content, and I hope this was helpful. Ultra Watch 2, baby. Ooh, it looks so beautiful.